Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about somebody that has some shifts happening. I feel they may be isolating themselves or maybe even reconnecting with people from the past, but there is a shift in terms of prioritization. These people have been, rooting for me, or these people have been a good support, so they will remain in my life. But this ego death is helping them to, I think, be a little bit more focused on kicking out the people that don't really have a place in their life. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm flying blind today, you guys. Normally I can see up here what you see. I know that you can see me, so it's a little bit weird. So if I'm like, here are the cards, you guys, and you can't see it, sorry. Hi there, Peggy. But I do feel like, I hope you're doing well. I do feel like I have a message that has to get out, so I'm going to fly blind regardless. Maybe someone out there feels like they're flying blind. Maybe you're just kind of like, okay, we're gonna have to do this. Maybe you don't have directions. I don't know. But we've got somebody that has gone through the dark night of the soul, so I'm pulling a few cards from the Path of Shadows. Let's see what they've been dealing with. Hello there, Ghostly Poet. What a great name. How are you? Hello, Bertha. Welcome. All right. We have... Oh, I don't know if I've seen this one before. Maybe once, but certainly not often. We have the Abandoned Carnival. What once was vibrant remains now silenced and still. This place held laughter, even if now no one could believe. There's a place that has lost its magic, a community, or perhaps even a job, a romance. This isn't what I thought it was. It doesn't have that luster anymore. Oh, I love this card. If you don't know, I love black cats. Thank you, Peggy, for that one. We've got the black cat, which also says grace, mystery, and psychic abilities. So we have somebody that is quite gifted in this scenario. And then we have the haunted house. Wow, what a vibe. Abandoned carnival, black cat, haunted house. Within these haunted walls, secrets reside. Ghosts are just memories that will never die. So we have some memory that is recurring for somebody. They keep reliving a conversation or a situation that happened with you. And with the psychic abilities on the black cat, I feel like they're in an environment that isn't really very stimulating or exciting. So the thoughts about you are repeating. Like that's more entertaining for this person. Hello there, Tiana. How we doing? Hello, Paul. Hello, Truth Be Told. How are you? Hello, Bluegrass Hater. Is it the bluegrass that you hate? You guys are funny. Yeah, I agree, Ghostly Poet. Okay, let's get into some tarot. I do feel like some skeletons would fit the vibe. So this is the Marigold Tarot. I feel like one of them flipped over, but it might have done like a double. Okay. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. King of Rings or King of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Four of Cups in the reverse. This Wheel of Fortune in the reverse is perfect for our carnival that's been abandoned. And I think is very closely associated with it. Wheel of Fortune in the upright, this is a lot of fun. This is, I mean, I literally picture a Ferris wheel, right? In the reverse, this is like a ride that you're stuck on. You want to get off, right? Like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm dizzy, whatever it might be. This person is no longer happy where they are. Um, they don't like the people they encounter there. This person may have been a little bit too focused on financial matters or sacrificed, things that really did make them happy for the almighty dollar, whatever it might be. Four of Cups in the reverse, but they are left wanting. I thought this would make me happy and it doesn't. I thought this is what I wanted and it's not. I thought this is where I wanted to be and I hate it here. So I feel like somebody worked really hard to get something or to be somewhere that is not where they want to be. This person is gifted. Two of Wands in the reverse, Seven of Rings or Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, and then the Five of Rings. I said I because I was looking at the eye on this card. Whoever this reading is for, you have been or you are being led to leave a group of people that are not like you. The reason it feels stale or dead is because I feel like there's something bad that's about to happen. I feel like you're getting signs to vacate before something gets worse. You already know this was the wrong turn. You got a little caught up, but you know it's not something you should invest in. You know you can't stay there. You can't be that kind of person. Five of Rings, Five of Pentacles. You need to get out of that atmosphere. This is making me think of the Big Fish movie where they get caught up in shit. I wish I could remember the name. It's the little town where the shoes are thrown up over the electrical cords or wires or whatever. What's it called? Spectre? I think it's called Spectre. I think I just remembered it. Go me. Yes. So we, I think, have a reading for a person that knows or knew I need to remove myself from the situation because it's not going to go the way that I want it to. Something may literally be about to go down. Maybe, well, let's not. We'll see what the cards say, but I kind of feel like somebody may be dealing with legal issues, and this Black Cat individual, King of Rings in the reverse, feels like they know that's going to happen. Knight of Swords in the reverse, the Magician in the reverse. For some of you, you say something because you care about somebody. It could be a close friend. It could be a sibling. It could be a coworker. You say something out of care or wanting to protect this individual, and there's judgment cast upon you. Like, how did you know that was going to happen? Be careful when you know that shit's about to hit the fan. Be careful on how that's going to be perceived. The reference that just popped into my mind was a show from a long time ago. I don't expect a lot of you to have seen it, but I got super into it. It was called Early Edition. This guy would get the newspaper early. So he would know about the catastrophes or the problems or whatever that was going to happen the next day. And he would try to stop those things from happening. It's like, if you're trying to stop something from happening, you may be seen as culpable because you knew about it. So there's advice here that you need to kind of tread carefully because there are going to be people that misread your good intentions as having been involved. And I don't think you are involved. I feel like you're connected to somebody who was, though. 8 of Swords, 2 of Rings, which is the 2 of Pentacles, but it's in the reverse. And then we have the 10 of Wands in the reverse. I think there's going to be a falling out. You may lose a friend. You may argue over something. They may have unrealistic expectations, maybe expecting you to even kind of put yourself in a situation that's a bit risky in order to protect them. Oh, hold on. This person is stuck. They're freaking out. But I don't know that you can do anything to change this for them. And I feel like they want you to save them. This is coming across as you've already gone to great lengths to try to help somebody. You've already tried to tell them, this is what you were supposed to do, or this is what you can do to get out of the situation. This is how you can avoid this problem. And they didn't do it. They stayed stuck. They didn't do what you advised them, even though that would have actually like solved the problem or avoided the problem. So now they've exacerbated a problem. It's like the example in my mind is not going to the doctor when you have a rash and then the rash gets out of control. I don't think anyone really has a rash. I don't think that's like the actual message here. I think somebody let something get worse, even though you told them what they could do to like kind of mitigate this. All right, this is the signs of the times. Hi, James. How are you doing? Hello, Becca. Oh, that's all right. You're still at the party. That's what matters. We have number 1, which is Evil Eye Protection. That card always makes me chuckle. The Labyrinth. It always makes me chuckle because probably until the day that I die, I will hear my high school history teacher, I'm pretty sure his name was Mr. Glenn, liked to wear sweaters. He always said labyrinth, and I cannot unhear that. I heard it too many times. So now every time I see this word, yes, even like the currently popular music artist, even though there's no Y in his name, I still go labyrinth. My saving grace is I would put money on Mr. Glenn not being interested in my content. We have number 1 and number 15. Underneath Evil Eye, it says protection, and underneath Labyrinth, it says journey. This person who has gone through an ego death, I do believe it's our King of Rings or King of Pentacles in the reverse, Magician in the reverse. They've been talked about, maligned, or like thrown under the bus for some sort of insight they have. They are seen as maybe just caring about themselves right now, but I don't think that's true. I do think they actually really do care about other people and perhaps one person in particular. But I'm happy to see that we have the protection card coming out, because this is saying we have reason to believe this King of Pentacles in the reverse, while, you know, traversing some pretty dangerous paths, is protected in some way. So when I say that you have protection, please also keep in mind that you have a responsibility to be smart. If you are protected, you still need to wear your car like seatbelts, right? Like, you know what I mean? You have to do your part, right? This is the Nightmare Before Christmas. I feel like we have a little bit of a spooky vibe, so we're gonna keep that going. The Seven of Candles, which is the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Okay. And the Ace of Candles in the reverse, which is the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So the person that you feel like you kind of reported on, or saw this coming, they're pretty mad at you. They're big mad. They want to spit in your punch bowl. They blame you. You ruined something for them. They feel like they had almost achieved something or almost gotten something. They had gotten close to some sort of, I don't know why I want to say doorway. What is this person doing? You called them out on doing something, and I don't think you realized just how bad it actually was. With this King of Wands in the reverse, it's like I don't even want to look at the card. I don't want to look more into this person than I have to because I really don't like what I see so far. Hurry. Angry, selfish, able to not... It's like they view other people as pawns in their story as opposed to like actual other humans with like goals and lives of their own. I don't like it. Five of Presents, which is the Five of Pentacles. This is a card that talks about being left out in the cold. We already had that right up here. So I feel like this King of Pentacles in the reverse has put this King of Wands out of their inner circle. This has transformed them. They're now coming out as the King of Needles or the King of Swords. They see very clearly that they were dealing with somebody that was disloyal or self-absorbed, unwilling to consider the needs of others. This King of Pentacles in the reverse might have been a little bit delusional or unable to really discern what was going on. But now they get it. They may have had a little bit of a difficult path to get there, but they're looking right at the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I see that you are all about yourself. You cannot convince me otherwise. Like, I caught you with your hand in the cookie jar. And those are my cookies. Give me back my cookies. No, actually, you already ate them. You can have them. But like, those cookies were irreplaceable. Unpopular opinion. I don't like chocolate chip cookies very much. I'll eat the dough. Explain that one to me because I don't get it. But I don't like chocolate chunk cookies. No. Can't stand them. But like white chocolate, macadamia, like raspberry or some shit. Yeah, send me up. Ace of Swords, Ace of Needles in this deck. Knight of Candles, which is the Knight of Wands in the reverse. And the Two of Potions. Two Potions is the Two of Cups. It's the same card that was on the other side of this King of Candles in the reverse. The truth is that even in the face of cruelty, heartlessness, somebody going to great lengths to be, I heard the word vile, mean. Whoever this King of Candles is, King of Wands in the reverse, the angry person, they were out for like, how can I like make you feel like you've lost at life, like everything sucks. That's some serious hatred. And look, it's real easy for me to be over here and like make my stupid jokes and like, I don't know, imply that like maybe you should just like think about what you've done. But for those of you that resonate with this King of Wands in the reverse, everyone has the option to choose to do something different, to be a better version of themselves. Every day you have that option to choose to be a better person. You have Two of Cups above you and below you. You have love that you responded to with anger, impatience. Your life would be easier if you stop swimming upstream. You're not a salmon. You're human, okay? You're making things more difficult for yourself by putting out all of this negative energy. You get what you give, my friend. If you're putting all of that out, you're just like writing yourself a check for bad karma or some bullshit later on. Try this Two of Cups approach instead, my friend. What would actually happen if you were operating from a place of love? If you wanted the best for people, if you weren't competing with others, if you didn't get angry so easily, how would your life change? Because there's love all around you and you're angry. Page of Candles. I feel compelled to add, there was a conversation I had a couple of years ago with a good friend of mine, and I knew for a long time that she had an affinity for some of the like angrier, loud, like rock music. And don't get me wrong, like I love that kind of stuff. I will listen to plenty of it. Trust me. Especially like if you're working out, that's perfect, right? But if you are only listening to that kind of music, you might be having a bit of a detrimental impact to your general mood or attitude or thought processes. And I remember commenting on that with her and suggesting that she find some time to, I don't know, like work in a few like Sublime songs, because there's some like uplifting tunes from them, you know, like I know. Like try to like go a little bit lighter, right? And she commented like a month or two later that it really did make a difference. So I'm not telling you to change your taste in music. Listen to whatever you want to listen to, okay? But if you find yourself stuck in a little bit of a rut listening to the same music, and it might be keeping your mental process stuck as well because you're reiterating those pains or those frustrations, challenge yourself to listen to, oh, I don't know, Johnny Cash, Patsy Cline, CCR, or like happy people. Are there happy people? There are happy people, all right, that make music. They're not just all sad. Hello there, Winston. How are you doing? Yep. Well, that sounds amazing. Now I'm jealous. Well, kind of. I don't know. Is that coffee? I don't do coffee. Um, all right. I'm sorry. Back to the reading. Page of Candles, which is the Page of Wands. Three of Candles, which is our Three of Wands. And the Magician. Lots of fire energy, specifically Aries is coming through with the Magician. Of course, we did have the Magician in the reverse earlier on. We have somebody that might be using candle magic. I don't always talk about that kind of shit, but that's what's coming through right now. I think we had somebody that was desperate to find a way to manipulate a person. And when they realized that whatever they were trying wasn't working, they felt like they had to do something a little bit more extreme. This Magician card is unusual because there are two characters depicted. Generally, this is about, I'm capable, I can do this myself, I have what I need, I am in control. So for there to be another person, it's like, actually, womp womp. I can't do this on my own. I have to like pay somebody. So like, hey, can you help me? We're gonna do this like incantation and try to control another person. Y'all can't bake some like fucking cookies or like, I don't know, sell lemonade on a corner, go for a hike, go fishing. I mean, like, get your license and all that. But like, really? You try really hard to mess with somebody, you can't do it, so you decide to like hire someone to join you? Okay. We all make choices, and that's a choice, I guess. That's a choice. This is the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse and the Tower in the reverse. The Ace of Pentacles. There was a confusion here, and I think it affected a few people. So there might be like a community that saw people not how they should have. What's coming through for me is the Count of Monte Cristo. Like the dude who betrayed his friend being seen as like a man of honor or like having done right by his friend when really he was the reason things went the way they did. We have somebody here that wanted to portray themselves as a very like helpful person or like kind, and they're being exposed. It could be that this person is more easily exposed as a bit of a villain when they are financially fucked. Sorry, that's just what came through. They have some money problems, and how they handle these money problems exacerbates the problem. And this is what causes people to change their opinion and start siding with this King of Pentacles in the reverse. I see what you're saying now. They actually are acting pretty weird. I think you're right. So with this Ace of Pentacles, there's a new opportunity or a new path that opens up because this King of Pentacles in the reverse was able to just kind of like hold out or stay the course, deal with a little bit of a journey, maybe go through this ego death, right? But all the while they're protected because they were calling out the truth of the situation and they were doing what they needed to do to change their own life. It's kind of like they burned down the carnival, you guys. Like if they found themselves in an abandoned carnival and that was the thing that was trapping them, it's like they were like, shit, all right, see you later. No, I'm not advocating for any actual arson, okay? Like go like roast some weenies instead, okay? Six of Swords, the Hierophant in the reverse, Three of Cups in the reverse. So I love it when this reference comes through, and it did come through recently. It's the mile of shit tunnel in the Shawshank Redemption. It's not like a glamorous exit or escape. It's not what one would generally consider the best way to exit the plane, right? Like maybe you had to go down the little slide. Because with the Hierophant in the reverse, what I'm seeing is like you have to do something a little bit unconventional. Like dude's actually a mummy, right? I don't know if you can see that. I still don't know if you can see it because I can't see it. But I hope you can see it. This is an unconventional approach, an unconventional escape. Like I built myself a little bit of a tunnel, right? Like in that movie. Maybe it's not the most reliable boat, but hey, I'm moving. So that's a good thing. And Three of Cups in the reverse. I see people being mad about you getting out of Dodge or escaping this shitstorm. It's like people wanted you to be caught up in this drama, but you're too smart for that. There's, for some of you, a possibility that this, what are we calling you? Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Whoever is like controlling, the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Whoever has been spotted by this King of Swords, it's like they created this whole storm just to F with one person, and that one person is the one who is the best equipped to know exactly what's going on. So it's like, hey, nice play. I know it's about me. You know, like I see through what you were doing. So you did all of that when we probably could have just like had a conversation or not. Like it's not going to change anything. Ugh, I hate this card. I normally love the Empress. I do not like this Empress. On rare occasion, I get good energy, but this is a stubborn Empress. This is someone who pretends to be something they're not. So they're putting on these airs or like putting on this mask, trying to pretend they have a lot. But I feel like it's awkward because people can see you're lying. I don't know why you're continuing to put up this charade. You could literally like ask me for help and I would help you, but your pride is too great. So you would rather just pretend that everything is fine and then what, like not eat lunch? This person is digging in their heels. They don't want to admit what actually happened, but like their whole plans are like up in flames. Like it's not going to work. We have the Hermit. This totally gives me Shawshank Redemption vibes as well. Hi there, one. How we doing? Because of the last scene in Zihuatanejo. I love this because this is like a new opportunity being given to this Hermit. This is because whoever tried to help this King of Wands in the reverse, or whoever tried to actually be decent, I think it's this King of Pentacles in the reverse, they're getting an opportunity. It's like they get a ticket to, you know, the next island or whatever. They're protected. There's a new chapter for this Hermit individual because they were able to navigate this pretty complicated situation. I do feel like they're moving pretty quickly. So we have the Six of Swords clarified by the Fool. I'm leaving behind this difficult situation, and there's something pretty great that lies ahead for me. So if this was an unconventional way of handling the situation, it could literally be this ducking out and leaving. That is the unconventional approach that perhaps this Empress, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse didn't see coming, right? Like, you weren't supposed to do that. I didn't think you would just quit playing games altogether, you know? Hi there, Audrey. How are you doing? Good luck with that. We have the King of Cups in the reverse. And the Eight of Wands. I never even noticed you before, guy. Wild. That's so cool. I don't know if you know. I've literally, let's see, I've probably had this deck of tarot cards for 2 years. I have literally never noticed, and I won't be able to see if I'm holding it well for you. At the top, there's like glowing eyes. There's like a skeleton hanging from the top. Hold on, let me like. So I'm pointing to his arm bone. Never saw the dude. Never once. But I seen him today. Somebody was a fly on the wall and overheard some shit. Oh, is that how it went down? You didn't tell me that truth. You didn't tell me that detail. For some of you, there were some serious threats being tossed around. For some of you, this person who is a little off might have tried to use some, I don't even know if I want to talk about this. They're literally trying to cause problems that are unforgivable. We'll put it in that way. This skeleton, this is about somebody that was there listening that nobody else thought was there. So you have these negative intentions, you have these plans that are very like self-absorbed, but I heard it. Some of you may have just had like a phone recording in the room. They might not know that you have that good hearing. Like when my parents are visiting, it's so funny because they don't have, how do I put this? I have way better hearing than them. Okay. So like I'll be literally across the house and I can hear them saying, hey, maybe we should like go for a walk real quick. And I'll yell up, yeah, that sounds good. And they'll be like completely amazed that I heard what they were talking about across the house. I just have good hearing. I don't know what you want from me. Watch what you say. um, you heard what they were talking about. You knew something you weren't supposed to know, or you found out something you were not supposed to know. This is the situations deck. Hello, Sushma. How are you doing? Ooh. We have an offer coming through. Starts with somebody reaching out, asking for time to have a little bit of a conversation, get on the same page. Crickets in the reverse. So this feels like a no contact situation coming to an end. Remember I said at the beginning, we have somebody shifting their priorities. This connection isn't important to me. This one is. These aren't, these are, that kind of vibe, right? For some of you, this is, you're not my family. You don't treat me like family, but these people up here, they treat me like a family. Because one of the things that I associate with a carnival is that not necessarily ideal, but it offered a place for people that were considered like weirdos to have a family. So there could be some element here of this group of people, I thought they were my family, but they're not. And they may not be like actually blood related to me, but they are my family, that kind of thing. So we have sold in the reverse, location change in the reverse. Tuned in, internet, and connected. And childhood, playful, young childhood. All right, so some are dealing with a need to sell a childhood home. Some are looking to see whether or not financially they can make it work to move somewhere. Others are trying to find a way to connect with somebody via like FaceTime. But there's a desire to have a conversation. For some of you, this person is thinking about moving, but they need to have this conversation first. I can't just like rush things. I need to talk to them. So the first step is conversation. This is, the untold messages of the heart. Oh no, hold on. All right, what do we have? Play. I just want to have fun with you. And yes. There is a very immature, but like in a good way, right? Like you can just throw caution to the wind. I'm seeing like people who just like dance out of nowhere, or people who take an inside joke like really far. There is something about you being on the same level with this person from a sense of humor standpoint, and they miss that. They want to, yes, they know they have to have a serious conversation, but they are craving that back and forth that you have where you giggle and laugh and have a good time with each other. Mask. Honestly, I pretend to be someone I'm not because being vulnerable feels uncomfortable. Codependency. I need you. So that's what we need to be addressing right now. And perhaps that's what our King of Pentacles in the reverse, King of Swords, is doing, right? They had to address what was holding them back. It feels like they dealt with the external part and now they're dealing with the internal part. Why was I uncomfortable? Why couldn't I be myself? Why do I have to pretend to be somebody? It's because I value other people's opinions too much. So keep moving forward. King of Pentacles in the reverse, King of Swords. You've got a lot of wisdom that will guide you. We have the within a few months card, which suggests, yes, there's, several weeks here where things might be a little bit me, myself, and I, right? Like you might just be hanging out with yourself. But you're addressing something important. Choice. I'm trying to make a very difficult decision and it involves you. So once we figure out all of this healing, then I have to decide, what am I going to do now that there's nothing in my way anymore? Now do I actually take that action and make the move towards what it is that I want? Hello, Illuminati. How are you doing? All right. Well, thank you for being here while I fly blinds. Hopefully it wasn't awful. It's really not that bad when I get used to it. But anyways, I will hopefully have another couple of shorts for you later today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you on the next reading. Bye, guys.